I was one of the persons that met with a very vibrant and intelligent group of women who came to my office in October of last year. They knew what they wanted, they knew who they were, and they already knew what to do to change the world. So when I was invited to be here, I could not say no. So thank you for inviting me, and thank you for visiting the United States. I want to say a little bit about as we head over the next 2 days to discuss issues related to leadership. I want all of us to have in mind that leadership begins at the grassroots level. There are many women currently working at leadership levels, leadership positions at the grassroots level, and we should not forget them. The League of Women Voters, which is the organization that I represent here today, was created by women activists who for many years fought, marched, protested to make sure that they were able to get the right to vote. And those women were able to hone and perfected their skills at the grassroots level and were ready to take the leadership positions that the new law, the 19th Amendment, gave the women the right to not only vote, but move on to other leadership positions. So that's what I'm trying to say here. Not only are we trying to work at the highest level of government, MPs, but we also need to be nurturing that new class of women, those new leaders that will be, over time, taking over the roles that we are playing here today. Why is it grassroots important? If any of you over the years have raised your voice because you don't have access to good education for your children, if you have fought because the prices of the food is too expensive, you are already an activist, and you are already at the first rung of the leadership ladder. So why is leadership at the grassroots important? Because it's more familiar to you. You have the passion for the issues at the local level that impact your life personally. So once that passion is in place, once you know the issue, we need to move it a little step further. And that step is to know the issue, be able to argue it convincingly so that you can effect change. Passion alone is not going to do it. You need to buttress the passion with the facts. But also it's important to realize that at the grassroots level, you shed that small image of perhaps the housewife, of the young girl at the school that are not familiar with the system, but you begin to acquire leadership experience that over time will move you up the ladder of leadership to bring you to be an MP. Hillary Clinton, for instance, began as a young girl with the passion for selling cookies door to door for the Girl Scouts. She really wanted to do fundraising for that organization. She excelled at it. And now, the rest is history. As we move towards a larger discussion today, let's keep in mind that we all lead differently. There are many types of leaderships. We lead, sometimes in my case, with my head and no heart. In many cases, there are women who rule with your heart, no head, and many, many different styles in between those two extremes. I'm saying this because we need to know and appreciate how we lead. A group of women working on an issue, and all of them rule with their heart and no head, is going to achieve success, but not as fast as perhaps if you had a mixed group of women with different leadership styles. And so this afternoon or tomorrow, let's take a minute to see, how do I lead? What is my leadership style? because I think it is in the aggregate amount of our brain power, the aggregate amount of our experiences, that we will be a much stronger group of women working towards a common goal. And it really, we all need to buttress one another. Someone said about being selfish or not caring about other women. And I think that's what I'm trying to say. We should all work together. Sometimes it's hard, it's not easy. I'm not saying, oh, we all be friendly and not rivals. But it is important to look at it as a class action. We're all working towards the same improvement. The League of Women Voters today continues to fight for issues that are important to everyone in the United States. As a grassroots organization, we continue to educate, reform, and improve the system of governments that we have. But most importantly, we work to defend the gains that we have achieved. And that's something that you should remember also. As we move towards new improvements, new advances, new numbers in Congress, we need to always remember that we need to defend the gains that we have achieved. Because in the United States today, many of those gains are in jeopardy. And someone has to be there to continue to stress the need that those gains are there to stay and are going to be taken away. So it could happen in Serbia also, that you work hard to gain something and then suddenly it's under threat, and we need to be ready to defend it. In conclusion, I'd like to close with a quote by a former U.S. ambassador, former U.S. Foreign Affairs ambassador, I won't say her name, who said that there is a special place in hell for women who do not help women. And so I'd like to close with that so that we all be on the same page, because the road ahead is not easy. There is no straight line to success. We will find ups and downs as we move along this work that we're trying to do together. And if we have support from all of us, we will make it together.